3, 2, 1. Hey, peeps.
Hey, family.
Thanks for tuning in once again to the Quibble Hour. You can find us on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, and, of course, 95.5 Quibble Hour FM.
And we've got a message from our sponsors here at Edgecliff Council. Keep Edgecliff normal. We've heard all about Newtown. Keep it weird.
Yep,
None of that here, mate.
We want to see suits, ties.
Brown or blonde or black hair.
None of these crazy colours.
If it's on the rainbow, we're not
into it. If it's something you find in the toilet, then maybe that's a colour we can go with. White, brown, not yellow.
For hair.
Comfortable shoes. No piercings for the love of shit. And no tattoos.
No magic.
No magic. Nothing from the dark arts. Just a normal profession, please.
No flame throwing. No working with miniature dolls.
No juggling, that's for sure.
No piercings. No tattoo artists.
No sex before or after midnight. Business hour sex only.
That's all we got.
That's it.
What's up?
I don't know. I don't know if I have it.
Yeah, we don't have to do it.
I was too funny earlier.
When?
In the 7-Eleven.
Oh,
I wasted it all.
Yeah, well, it's been a big day. It's up to you.
Let's give it one more go.
Okay. But that was really good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
We can just cut all this bit.
Great.
Did you want me to lead what's happening a bit more?
I don't know. Can't remember how to do it.
Okay. All right. Ben. It's been a long time, and we need to update our beautiful quibble heads on maybe like a Watergate moment for our apartment. Okay? 2 words. Floating hair. We need to explain this and set the scene because I mean, it's truly brilliant.
Yeah. It's like
I've never seen you more excited.
it's like when someone sees Jesus in a piece of toast.
Truly.
And they'll defend it with their life.
Truly.
Yeah.
So
But I saw a floating hair in the bathroom.
Okay, so maybe I'll set pre-context and then you
I'll do
add
post-context.
post-context. Okay, pre-context is this. One of the funny little things we've got going on in our life is Ben. He's Hungarian, he's Polish, he's Jewish, he's the triumvirate, he's a hairy guy. It's part of what I love about you. You've got healthy head of hair, beautiful mustache, thick chest
I've got
hair.
hairs coming out of everywhere. They're coming out of my nose.
Literally, I plucked them out of your at the top of your nose. Unbelievable. We need people to shave your neck and your back and your chest.
It's a full-time
It's
job.
a full-time gig. Your mom used to do it. Now she passes it on to me. It's a special thing that I take seriously. Anyways, what's so funny is since living with you and loving you, I find your hair everywhere. It's so funny. It's like all in the bed. Then it would be like all over the bathroom. You're finding them in the fridge.
It's
They're
sort of like a fun mystery.
It's a fun mystery in the bathroom. The funniest it ever got was where like I'd see them on the walls. Hair somehow had floated. Short little dark straight hair would be on the wall.
Trying to escape.
Trying to escape.
Shawshank Redemption style.
So funny until this.
Yes, and this is not a joke. This is serious.
Please be serious with this.
Yeah. Am I taking over?
Absolutely.
I walk into the bathroom. I see one of my hairs. Where is it? Well, actually, it's in thin air.
You need to explain this because people will be freaking out listening to
I
this.
see a hair floating near the shower, and I look
near
around,
a window.
Near a window. I look around,
I looked to my left. I looked to my right. Are we
Yeah.
seeing this?
And I look all the way around. It's not on anything.
It's not tethered to anything.
It's not tethered to any world. It is floating in the air. And then I look close, and I guess it's on a single spider web.
Okay, that's if you want to know behind the actor studio. That's if you want
if you want to know how it's done. It's a green screen technology. Yeah, it was one single spider web, and attached at the end is one of my hairs.
Yep.
And I told Conchetta about it, and I said, first of all, I think there's a God. And second of all,
I'm leaving you.
I'm leaving you for the hair. Do not touch the hair.
Yeah.
Do not pull down the hair ever, because I don't know what is going to happen. There's going to be an earthquake somewhere if you pull that hair down.
Well, I thought...
And what happened?
Ben, you said you weren't upset. Eventually, so it was sort of tethered.
I should have put yellow tape around it, like a crime scene.
Sorry, I want to go back to when you messaged me. The message was so funny.
Was it?
It was like Ben's never serious about anything. And then I get this message, 17th of May, 12:47. My hair is suspended in midair. This is crazy. Like, it just had such weight. I'd never heard you, take control of news before.
Yeah, it was breaking news.
And then he sent me a video, and we'll pop this in the Quibbleheads Facebook
Yes.
group. A 360,
to prove
to
it.
prove it. And
This is like a magician trying to prove, hey, there are no wires.
Absolutely.
This is all real.
So now you will see that eventually, to its demise, it is painfully near. It is millimeters away from our poop spray. So this is the spray that you have in the bathroom that you spray after, to make it smell nice. And so I had to use the poop spray, so sue me. And then I forgot the hair. So the hair's fallen and Ben's crestfallen.
We could have made a lot of money off that hair. It could have been like a tourist attraction.
You really would.
It could have been like the Niagara Falls.
I honestly think
Come visit the hair.
Quibbleheads would have come to visit.
Absolutely. There would have been lines out the door.
Where do Jews go to pray? You all have to go there?
Synagogue?
No, in Israel?
Oh, yeah, the wall. The Wailing Wall.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like the Wailing Wall. Maybe it's who goes to Mecca? Islam?
I don't know.
Forget the reference. It doesn't even matter. But anyways, that's pretty exciting news that we had to update you on.
Yeah.
What else have I got?
That's the hair news.
That's the hair news. Oh, we got to talk about this. So it's not winter yet, but it feels like it in Sydney. It's cold. And can I just set the scene for our house? One of the funniest moments of my whole life, and I wish... If you're a Quibble listener, you know that part of my dream is having honestly cameras all over our apartment at all hours because Ben and I are so funny. I know this sounds so psycho to say, but you get it if you listen to this podcast, so I'm not going to feel judged. But we have our best riffs. You love our voices. You love when we're silly. We're doing that seconds before falling asleep in the bed. We're missing crucial moments. Ben and I were in a 7-Eleven earlier, and you're just saying, I was so funny then.
I was killing it in the 7-Eleven.
I'm killing in the...
There were cops there. They were going to say, get out of jail free card on us because you're being so funny in the 7-Eleven.
They were going to say that.
You can commit one crime if you want.
And so, part of the thing that's been driving me crazy and so funny is, again, when I first met you, Ben, you showered 3 times a day sometimes. You were the shower guy. You were, so weirdly obsessed with being clean. Now, cut forward 4 years in what month are we?
Once a month.
No, every time you come home, you're like, oh, I gotta have a shower, kill me. And it's only it's because of the cold. It's not you don't like to be clean, but this is a way I relate to you because it's so funny to watch you be so
sucks.
You're just so honest, and it's so funny when you're like, oh God, I have to have a shower every day. I gotta have a shower. You dread it. You loathe it. It's so funny
because we have a bad shower as well. It's teeny tiny. You can't move a centimeter in there. And we've got this plexiglass window, and every now and then you just see bang! Oh my fucking elbow! You just can't move a centimeter in there.
It's not luxurious.
And then, like,
House is cold.
I don't do cold showers anymore, but I try not to have them hot, and that's just torture. Like, constantly torturing yourself. Like, oh, good. Can't wait to have a freezing cold shower in the middle of winter. That's really going to be nice.
So that's the vibe, right? It's cold in this place. Anyways. And then there was one time where, like, our sheets. Has anyone ever heard of flannelette sheets? Because that's something I grew up with. Mum, every season would be like, time to flip to the flannelette sheets. They're good for being warm, blah, blah, blah. Ben never heard of them. No, not in his wheelhouse. So then Mum lends me some old flannelette sheets, put them on the bed. Oh, you hate it. You're like, I hate the texture. They're scratchy.
They were scratchy.
You really are a delicate flower, especially when it comes to a bed. You're like fierce about bed stuff.
Yeah.
So I go, okay, flannelette sheets are out. We'll have to keep our same sheets winter through to summer. But then I think electric blanket. Now, Mum comes through again. She goes, I've got this electric blanket from the 1940s. Let's go. Let's pop it on the bed. I'll bring it over.
And I was worried we were going to get electrocuted.
Yeah, so funny.
The word electric is in it.
Absolutely.
What if I spill a glass of water on myself in my sleep?
So true. It is so true of you to think about death every second of the day. So pop this bad boy on. And then again, what I forget is you don't even know what to do with it.
No.
He doesn't even understand that, like, generally it's like, you know, you put it on before you're getting into bed, like a pre-step to getting into bed.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of turn it off when you go to sleep.
How am I supposed to know
Ben
that?
didn't know that. He's baking like a fish.
I was.
Baking like a fish all night.
It was like a soup in the middle of the night. I had like juices coming off me. There was a fennel in my ass. There was onions everywhere. It was horrible.
Like a stew.
I woke up on the top of the sheets. I don't even know how it happened. It's like when you put the fish on the high part of the oven.
So that was really cute and funny.
Yeah.
You know? Baking like a fish.
It was so hot.
It's so funny. And then, have you worked it out now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's annoying. It's like, oh, as you're falling asleep, you got to remember to turn your electric blanket off.
Yeah, look, it's not a foolproof system.
It's not.
I mean, maybe some from not the 1940s have a timer.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
These ones really are.
They're literally,
old.
it's so funny. There's string to attach it, like, to, like, how do I explain it? Like, you know how you wrap a pork with string? Mum and I had to do that to this giant mattress. So there's like a flimsy string on one side. I've got to run to the other side, get that string, pull them together, tie them in a little knot, do that 3 times. You know how you have slats on the bed? It's kind of like, I don't think I'm making any sense.
Oh, I follow.
You know, you have,
I follow.
it has to be tight. It's not like, it's not Velcro. It's not like elastic band.
It's string technology.
Fine string. The flimsy
Still working with string. Yeah.
And do it all hand done. It's so funny.
God.
Hey, not complaining.
Hey, thanks for the blanket.
What other updates do you want to give to the Quibbleinis? I think I've hit all mine.
Is that it? End of episode.
You know, you had...
Yeah, I've got stuff.
Okay.
Oh, I've got electric blanket in there.
Yep, great.
You wanted to complain about my tissue use.
Is that a quibble?
You wrote it down. You told me to write it down.
Yep. Okay. Ben, I don't think I've seen someone take to tissues as heavily as Ben Caution. Like, you're going through a box a week. And we're talking for all 4 seasons. And you know what I just realized? We were just with your family for your sister's birthday dinner. And I forget, you must just be a nose guy. You're famous for growing up with a nosebleed every day.
Yeah.
And then in the 4 years we've been together, you've had a block nose every day of your life. Sometimes it affects our kissing and our sex life. It's getting in the way because Ben can't breathe.
Block nose, bleeding nose, and hairs growing out of the top of it. It's not the best part of my body, I'll tell you that much.
And so I just have put the 2 and 2 together that, like, you're all systems go all the time.
Yeah.
We have one bin in the bedroom. And can I tell you, it's 95% use is Ben filling it to the brim with tissues. Just tell me this isn't normal. Like, I don't think people are using them this much outside of winter every day.
People aren't
What?
using a box of tissues a week.
Maybe for other things. You know what I mean.
Puppy cake.
Anyway, so that's my quibble.
That's the tissues.
Do you think if I took them away,
What would I do?
what would you do?
Blow my nose in the sheets. One time I was on the beach with my dad and a friend, and I had a really blocked nose and was producing a lot of snot. But my nose was so blocked, and I needed a tissue so bad. And my dad just said, he took his shirt, he had his shirt off because we're at the beach, and he's like, just blow it in my shirt. Blow your nose in my shirt. And I blew so much snot into the t-shirt, and he just threw it out. Great memory.
That perfectly sums it up.
Yeah, I filled up a whole t-shirt with snot. That's what you got to do for your kids. Just sacrifice a whole t-shirt if they want to blow their nose.
All right, what else, Toots?
I have a problem with binge.
Oh my God, let
Binge,
it rip.
you dirty son of a bitch. All of a sudden, out of the blue, ads. Hello?
Hello?
Is that not why we get the streaming services? To avoid the ads?
Yeah.
Hi. And not just, a few ads, a lot of ads.
4
the
or
same
5.
as like I'm watching regular TV.
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes. And they let you know, 1 of 4 ads. Great. Can't wait for that. 4 ads. Are you kidding?
They're full ads as well.
Full ads.
There's a beginning, middle, and
And
end.
to rub salt in the wound, as they say, the main ad that plays on these binge ads is an ad I auditioned for. It's a voiceover thing for AHM, and I thought I was going to get it. Now I've got to watch some other schmuck who probably made $1 bajillion when I want to be watching Succession.
Yeah, we say it's Succession around here.
Yeah. It's so, imagine that. You get to see the guy who stole all your money, and also you have to watch an ad. It's a double blow for me over here.
Yeah. If it didn't have Succession, which it is about to end, I'd have bought Binge altogether. Actually, wait, it has Taskmaster. FML.
FML over here.
But yeah, it's like a slap in the face.
It's just not right.
And did they have an announcement? We didn't hear.
They didn't tell me. I didn't get the memo.
I expect a letter in the mail like the Queen when you turn 100.
Yeah.
Binge, we're doing ads now.
I mean, if you're going to do ads, I don't know, 1 ad for a whole episode.
Like YouTube has like 1
Yeah.
to 2 max.
This is a lot of ads. This is from 0 ads to a lot of ads. Binge. And I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
How much do you have to pay extra to get no ads?
Totally. I mean, that's me with Spotify. Spotify Premium, it's like I don't even have to think twice. It's like when I sit with someone who has basic Spotify, I literally would
Deal
jump
breaker.
out of a roll, I'd roll out of a moving car. It's horrific.
Yeah.
And you don't get to choose your songs, and you don't. I'm like, are you kidding?
It's crazy that the advertising industry is so big, and yet everyone is like, fucking hell, ads.
What do you mean? Oh, there's so many and everyone hates them?
Yeah, it's like everyone's like paying for advertising. The whole advertising industry is so big, but everyone is like, fuck, I hate ads. But still business is like, we need to put an ad out there.
We need to say what ad we love.
Which one?
The McDonald's one with the guy in
Oh.
a great. Oh, come on.
Brilliant.
Again, what's so mental, and not to be gross, but we saw that ad separately, and I had the thought where I was like, God, that's a really good ad. I love
I
McDonald's.
thought it was
And
good 'cause
you-
it's horrible.
Oh. Oh, I think it's good.
Oh, okay. I just thought there was a real funny looking guy in it. And
Yeah, but it's stupid. But
Yeah.
that's why it stands out.
Exactly.
It's so stupid and funny.
Yeah.
Now I'm backtracking. Yeah, it's so dumb. I love that it's so dumb.
Secretly, you're like, that's the smartest fucking ad I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, well, it stood out to you.
It's definitely stood out.
Anyway, so I'm feeling shy.
I'm shy as well.
I'm not going to say anything. I want to do characters.
I know. How do we get into them?
Well, what's the one we were doing about the oysters?
Oh, yeah, we were...
Or do you want something new?
What's a new one?
I feel like we should get Quibbleheads to give us characters.
That's a good idea.
I think that would be really fun.
That would be fun.
Okay, I'll write that down.
Write that down.
Okay, want to go to Quibbles?
Yep. I've got another one.
Mm-hmm.
Mexican restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes, you go to a Mexican restaurant, it's fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to tell them what to do. Tell an entire group of people what to do. But even if you're a fancy Mexican restaurant, you still have to have at least one taco on the menu, for the love of Christ.
Oh my God.
People want tacos.
Like, would it be...
We went to a Mexican restaurant and we were like, do you have any tacos at all? They're like, no. No tacos.
No, sorry.
Not a single taco. Come on.
Would you feel the same if, like, an Italian restaurant didn't have pasta
Yes.
or pizza or bread?
Yes. You would be rightfully upset if there was not one option of pasta.
Yeah, I am.
And sometimes they probably do that. Really
Yeah.
fancy Italian. They're like, no, we just do a fish and a sauce and a steak and something else. We don't do pasta here.
Yeah, I get furious. Don't...
Imagine going to a Jewish restaurant and you can't get a gefilte fish sandwich and a matzo ball soup. You'd be furious. What do you mean you don't have gefilte fish? Is this Jewish or not?
No pickles.
A big silky pickle? A big wet pickle to go with my gefilte fish?
And what about a sloppy wet fish? Where the hell's my sloppy wet fish with a
Why
big...
do you have sloppy wet white fish in a sort of a viscous sauce? And sort of...
Absolutely no flavour. Okay, and a whole bunch of capers. This is bananas.
There are a lot of capers. Why do you have one giant slice of carrot? That is, you're like, how is the carrot even that big? That the carrot is that, like, takes up the whole gefilte fish like a hat. And cover it with a few capers. And then give me just sort of a clear broth with no flavour as a side dish. What the hell? You don't have any of that at your Jewish restaurant? Come on.
What, do you want us to starve? You want us to go hungry?
You want us to go hungry with all our flavourless food with weird textures? What the hell do you think this is? I'd like to see the manager, that's for sure. Capers killed me. Capers are so funny.
Yeah, capers suck.
Capers suck.
Capers suck as a garnish.
Capers are terrible.
I could go my whole life without having a caper and miss nothing.
Who out there is like, God, I need to make sure we buy capers this week. Put that on the list. We're low on capers.
Can't breathe.
Add that to everything.
Oh my
Hard
God.
little nut type thing.
Flavorless little nut.
I would say too much flavour from the caper, actually. I'd like if we could dial it down a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the thing we were riffing. Like, what's the most disgusting thing to eat? Because we were joking about, we saw my parents and we were joking about Conchetta being like, hi, Nikki. And then like burping, but sorry, I just had a big bag of loose oysters.
Oh, because I did burp and you were like, oh, you ready to do that in front of my mum? And
Yeah.
then I go, yeah, that's so funny. And we love doing the bit where you burp and suck it in and then just go to kiss someone because
Yeah.
it's the grossest thing you can do.
It's
And I
disgusting.
truly think people out there have done it where they like like it's a visual thing.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll
and
go
then I was
on camera.
and then I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, what's the gross? Oh, to do that and then be like, sorry, I just had a big. And I was like, what's the grossest food you could say you've just come from eating? And you said something else and then I beat you.
You beat me. Yeah.
What did you say?
I can't remember.
Something bad. And
Something
then
unfunny.
and then I said, I think it's got to be oysters.
Oysters. Makes me sick thinking about it.
I mean, like, So I had a whole bunch of loose oysters.
Loose oysters.
From last
Not in their little shell, just a loose oyster
in
in a plastic bag.
In a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Bought them from the fish shop last week, and I gotta get them out before they go
Yeah,
bad.
That's right. I put them in the microwave. It's fine.
You said I had a bit of tomato sauce.
Yeah, sure. I just had a big bag of loose oysters.
Bag of oysters is so...
Oh, shit. That's horrific.
Yeah.
That is horrific. Deary me.
And then flush it down with a bowl of capers. like Cocoa Pops.
Oh, sorry, do you have any extra capers in the kitchen that I can put on my food? What else we got here?
What else we got here?
This is something that happened when we were driving somewhere weeks ago. And it's sort of hard to explain driving things.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's on Cleveland Street. Everyone knows it. Everyone loves it. There's 2 lanes on the left. Those people are going straight. There's 2 lanes on the right. Those people are going right. So I'm in the...
Sorry, is this all one way?
Huh?
Sorry. What? You've just explained 4 lanes.
Yeah.
So like 2 are going one way and 2 are going the other way.
This is on the left-hand side. There's 4 lanes.
4 lanes all going one way.
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
That's
I follow.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. So we're on one of the left 2 lanes. We're going straight. The light goes green. All of a sudden, the guy in front of us just cuts in front of all the people who are about to go right because they've still got a red light. Do you remember this?
No.
And then, anyway, the point is like it was just like a crazy move that you can't do, and it's just like the person was clearly like, "Oh, I want to go right though." So I'm just going to do this crazy move and inconvenience everyone. It's like, no. Just take the L and go another way. Like you missed it.
I see that all the time.
You can't just do whatever you want just because you fucked up.
I'm so with you.
It's going to take you another 3 minutes. You just keep going straight, go right somewhere else.
I'm so used
Figure it out.
Figure it out and take the L.
You can't inconvenience 15 people behind you because you're like, but I want to go right. I want to go right, so I'm just going to cut in front of everyone and just be an asshole.
Totally. People are doing it so much.
People are assholes.
There's so much stuff on the road that makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something else? I just did the drive to and from Newcastle. It's like a 2-hour drive. And you know what is crazy? Is like in my head, not even in my head, in reality, I think everyone is speeding. Like, you know how, like, I'm doing the speed limit and everyone is ahead of me. Everyone is overtaking me, ahead of me, and I'm like, so what are you guys doing? I'm doing the speed limit. What is going on?
Yeah.
Everyone's speeding. And then I'm like, is no one worried about getting a fine? Why am I the slow person? Shouldn't we all be going the same?
No.
So everyone's speeding. So I should
Everyone
just be
in
speeding.
the right lane is speeding.
No, even in front of...
Really?
Even in the left lane.
Yeah, just speed.
Huh?
Hey.
So I just think what I'm realizing every time I drive is everyone is speeding. So when
you're on the highway...
Yeah.
Not around the city.
Even
probably.
in the city sometimes, yep.
It's hard not to speed.
I know. So some of the drivers, like, I'm in the zone.
Sometimes they get it wrong. You've just been in a place... This is another quibble. When you're on a road and it's a 40...
And
it's not a school zone. It's like 40, that should be illegal.
Absolutely.
I can run 40 kilometers an hour. Why would it ever need to be a 40?
Bump it up.
Bump it up to 80. It should be 80 everywhere. But I think 40 shouldn't exist.
I think 40's dead.
40 should be dead. We've both got the speeding fine for going like 47 in a 40. We've almost lost our license for going 7 kilometers over in a 40 because you just forget. And you don't see who's always looking around for like the signs, not me.
And just to clarify, there's this one long road that's so long. Like 40 should be like a limited thing near a school in the school zone. This is a big fucking road. Long as sin. Long
as a nun's gun.
Yeah, you get it. And it's 40 the whole time. And most of the time, there's no kids. There's no student.
No, there's not a kid inside.
I beg to see a kid. I'm not seeing any kids.
Yeah, the kids are running faster than you next to your car.
They're saying you're lame.
They're playing wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball. So I mean, that's the thing that we keep getting the fine for, this horrible road. And I try to avoid it.
As you should.
I go on the footpath.
That's funny stuff. Peace.
Nailed
it.
Okay, you got quibbles, honey?
I got one more, I think.
Great.
Maybe two. I think this is, it's been said before, I'm not breaking any new ground here. But when people don't know their order at a cafe or wherever, fine. I get it. People are idiots. People don't know what they want. I've researched the place before I even get there. I know my order weeks in advance.
I've committed it to memory.
Yes. I reckon there should be an express line for people who know their order.
So is this like a going up to the counter kind of place?
Yeah. I was at a cafe recently. It was just like person after person just looking around. What pastries you got? What are the sandwiches? Just like, can't there be an express line? I know what I want. There should be... I burped again. There should be another person there, and you just
Sorry, was that the muscles talking?
Yeah, the muscles are coming back up. Oh, brother.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should just go up there like, I want a bologna sandwich and a weak coffee with extra capers. And if you take longer than 10 seconds, there should be a security guard there who tases you.
Yeah.
There should be like...
So you're soup Nazi?
Yeah. But if you decide you want to go in the express line, fine. But you better be express.
Like a swimming.
Yes,
like
fast lane.
Fast lane.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what should we call the two separate lanes?
Yes.
Okay.
And the security guard and his taser is going. It's going zzz, zzz. He's like revving it up. So you're like, I'll get a banana smoothie and a hot caper sandwich. Shit. That would be fun, I think.
Can you imagine a sandwich full of just capers, like eating marble?
I'll get a mushed caper sandwich with extra cheese and a pickle on the side.
What should the lanes be called? Fast lane and idiot lane?
Yeah. Person who knows what they're doing with their life and moron who's taking up everyone's time.
Wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy.
An expert lane.
Yeah. Super genius and Dumbo. And no, I've got it. It's the super genius lane and Nimrod. Nimrods are us in the slow rate. Like,
I think all cafes should have capers and no capers lines.
I reckon that's a good system. That would be like a
totally
Nathan for you episode.
And you know what I think? I think people would respond brilliantly.
Yep.
I think in the way that people arc up if someone's like fucking butted into a really clear line and everyone's got the same like justice of like no.
Yeah.
It would be like that of like, you're in the wrong lane, brother.
Yeah.
Get over to the Nimrod lane.
The Nimrod lane.
Because
Nimrod.
if it's not I mean, that's what the taser system gets you.
Yep.
That's awesome. What?
I was just thinking, it's a taser system or it's just a big guy just doing.
Yeah.
People who are not watching, I was doing fist into hand punching motion.
Yeah. The universal symbol for a guy who's waiting to beat you up.
Yeah, we were about to get a whoop ass. So that was that. Do you have any?
I famously never ever do, even though I live my life and I do feel quibbles. Have we talked about how I give bad hypotheticals?
I don't think we have.
Do you reckon we go into it?
We could.
Hmm.
I've got a problem with AirPods.
All right.
There's too
My
much-
present for you. Yeah.
I think they're great. I love it, but there's too much charging involved.
Oh, really?
Well, it's like you got to charge the AirPods, and then you also have to charge the case. This is too much. There's too many steps.
Yeah.
What if you're
They
like
each have a life of their own.
exactly?
Each
you're like,
pod
oh,
and a case.
exactly. And sometimes one of my AirPod is down and the other one is up. And I always have two AirPods in, and it's like the left one's on 60, the other one's on 90. How the hell did that happen? Am I listening extra hard in one of the ears? And then sometimes you're like, oh, I charged it, I put it in the case. So, nah,
The case
sorry,
has got nothing.
case has got no juice, brother. And it's like, where do I see this? You know, it's like on your phone,
Oh
you
my
have
God.
a percentage.
Oh my god.
And then you never
Babe.
really know what the percentage is on the case.
Do you know what the new AirPods case looks like?
It's like if you like go to charge your Tesla in your garage, and then they're like, sorry, garage wasn't full of energy. Sorry, unlucky, Tesla didn't work.
Well, there's this new thing that's coming out where the frickin' case of the AirPods has a screen.
Love that. We need that, otherwise we don't know.
But isn't that mental?
There's
now
gonna be a third
the
step.
case is a screen. Like,
I think there's
I
going
mean-
to be a third step soon. You got to charge your AirPods in a case, and then you got to put the case in another case. Oh my goodness gracious!
I mean, is this even real? I don't even know. Anyways, yeah,
Anyways,
fair enough. Also, I did get you like the base level of AirPods. Maybe
I love them.
the new ones, like the ones that are inner ear and the better next generations probably have better battery life as well.
I think they're a great product. I just don't like the charging system.
No, I hear you.
Thanks. I think that was it for me.
I think we might be done.
I think we might be done over here. Yep,
Yep.
it's looking that way.
I just the Facebook group is so awesome. I love
The
it.
YouTube page is blowing up.
Yes.
Thanks for watching on YouTube.
You know
See what our bed looks like.
You know what I'd love to shout out? The video clip we just posted in the group. So Ben and I in lockdown,
Did people watch it?
it made us cry laughing. We found it. So what is this? Years ago, 2020. We just, had nothing to do, so we just we got creative and just made funny videos. And I was looking at my Google Drive, and one of it came up, and it's this video that we made called How Ben and I Met. But it was really just a love story kind of thing.
It was a beautiful short film.
It's a little short film.
We're going to send it to Tropfest. We're going to bring Tropfest back, and then we're going to send it to Tropfest.
It's involves basketball because we were just playing a lot of basketball in lockdown. And I encourage you to go watch it. Our favorite part is you're going to find out. It's almost like it's a musical. It's all about the music that we've chosen to accompany it.
Hard cuts.
Hard.
Very hard
Distracting.
cuts. Yeah. There are no smooth transitions here. It's just
A
bang.
slap in the face.
Yeah.
Totally different genres.
You go in one direction, all of a sudden you've been spun around a million times.
You feel sick.
You feel sick, and you're pushed in the other direction. And then it keeps happening.
You know how the beauty of movies is the music accompanies so seamlessly, subtly the feeling that's happening in the scene? This is like someone's slapped you, kicked you up the ass to feel happy.
Yeah,
Go.
exactly.
Start dancing. Bang.
Yeah. It's not up to you.
No.
It's forced upon you.
It's really funny. So that's a must watch for if you're a quibble head.
I thought of one more quibble.
Okay.
I have a quibble
Finish us off,
with my car.
please.
And so in my car, to know how much petrol is left, it has bars. It's
How
weird.
many?
10.
Okay.
So if it's full, it's like these little bars, like beep, 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 beep. So when it gets down to there's not much petrol left, it goes to 1 bar. And then to let you know there's really not much petrol left, it starts flashing. And then they're like, oh, it's really, really not much petrol left, it flashes quicker. And then, this is the part I don't like. So on the screen it says from E to F, empty to full.
Mm-hmm.
Then the E starts flashing. I'm like, what? The E? I didn't know the E was going to get involved. You know what I mean? It's from E to F. The F doesn't get involved when it's really full. Why is the E getting involved? That's the measurement from E to F. Stay out of it, E. You know what I mean?
Oh, can I guess something?
Yeah.
Like, like on a graph, the axes,
Yeah.
the X and Y axes,
Yeah.
the X and Y axes stay out of it, and
Exactly.
the results are on the thing. It'd be like, now the X is like, hey, brother.
Yeah. The axis is like curving as well.
That's not allowed.
No, you got to be straight. The
That's
axis is like, I've got something to say. It's like if the guy timing the 100 meters is also running in the 100 meters. He's going, sprinting along. It's like, stay out of it. You're just the measurement guy. Am I right or am I wrong?
This is really funny because, like, that makes it sound so desperate. The
Yeah.
E is screaming at you, please don't go another kilometer.
Yeah, when it gets down to the E, it's like, please just go get some petrol.
It's fun to know that you've really brought it down to the wire.
Yeah. I wonder if it can go even past the E.
What would be next? The whole car flashes? Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Even like the speedometer is like, hey, he's like flashing. It's like, what? You're going 60, but come on. Come on, you got to get some petrol, please.
The speedometer, like, taps on the glass. He's like, hey, buddy, come on. You cheapskate.
Please, we're really dying over here. We need some goddamn fuel. Oh, glad we did that.
That was good on you.
Thanks. Thanks for listening. Lip-sting. Thanks for lip-sting.
Thanks for lipstick and love you so much. We love I love doing this podcast and I love you.
It's not our fault that we haven't done many recently.
Why?
Well,
Was
I
it-
thought we would do Sundays. We came back from hell. We did one Sunday, filmed it, put on YouTube. People thought I was on fire, and I was. Next Sunday, I was away. Sunday after that, you were away. Sunday after that, Conchetta deathly ill.
Sick.
Sunday after that, this day. And
We
we've
did
done
it.
again. So,
So
just, we're doing it.
we're doing it. We're trying our hardest and our best, and we'll keep on it. But maybe Sundays is the way to go.
I think so.
Anyways, thank you for listening.
Subscribe to the YouTube page.
Absolutely.
This thing is blowing up on YouTube.
Yeah, I can't believe that we filmed this. This is awesome. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe.
All that jazz.
And you know what I'd like to bring back? Watermelon chips and gravy.
Yep.
So that's what I say. Watermelon chips and
Watermelon
gravy.
chips and gravy, people.
See ya.
See ya.